Good afternoon, good evening. This is your boy Brian Esch, Handsome Fister, aka the Old Fat Gamer. There is a lot going on with me personally. Rich Hendershot Bars, Hendershot Family Company. Get your apparel. These shirts are comfortable. They're dope. They are epitome of everything that I like. So let me get to the point. There has been a lot going on in my life, in my family. As you guys heard, a lot of the personal stuff happened on the Real Talk show on Saturday when I was interviewed, and they knew that I had left my job. But I had another job. As soon as one was over, I had a new one lined up already. Everything was kosher. Everything was cool. I just want to thank everybody from my old company who reached out to me today and said, hey, congratulations. We're happy for you. We're proud of you. Do your thing. And to be completely bluntly honest, it was 100% personal. Not personal in a bad way. I hold no hard feelings, no anything to my previous employer, but you know, I have children and I am expected to raise them, not just leave it on my wife and my ex-wife's hands to raise my children. It's up to me. So I had been gone for roughly 12 years on the road, in and out of Detroit, and so we made a conscious decision, me and my wife, to look for something local, close to home, and we found it. And then, so we took the job, took the job. They're good friends of mine. I've known them for years. They've been in my industry for a very long time, and I'm excited, and it's going to be very exciting. And so I will be home roughly 60-70% of the time, and as you can see, I'm setting up the studio behind me. I got my monitor set up for PlayStation. I got one more monitor set up. I got my Mac. I got my Surface Pro to bring fantastic content to you guys. It'll give me more time for that. It'll give me more time to hang out with my kids, play with Legos with the 4-year-old, go to school functions with my older kids, and nephews who are playing high school football, who he's an absolute beast. 6'4", 310 pounds, 16 years old. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to the nephew. Good luck this week against your opponent. They had a rough week last week, but it happens. It happens because they're a young team, mostly juniors and a couple sophomores actually starting on the varsity team, and they played a predominantly varsity team that made it to the Michigan State playoffs last year, and they kind of put a whooping on my boys, but it's all good. Crusader Nation forever. So I'm going to be spending more time at home. As soon as I clean up this basement, paint it, I got some stuff to move around. I got some things to work out, which is a work in progress, but I am not going to let that stop the content from coming out. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a few days. There's a lot of things going on, changing jobs, getting used to the family life again. Hanging out with my wife, hanging out with my kids, like doing the real deal dad stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be uploading more frequently. I got a GoPro for my car, so I can do album reviews. I can do talk about what's going on in the hip hop industry locally and nationally and internationally, and also start providing those Call of Duty gameplays that I was talking about last year, which I got a ton of footage. I'm going to go through it all and see what's good, what's not, even though it'll be late because Black Ops 4 will come back, but you know, it'll give me a chance to get used to that editing of those videos with the Elgato, and you know, just getting used to my computer, because it's you know, I just got a brand new Mac. I got some, you know, Photoshop and stuff like that. I'm not used to how the editing software is set up on that yet. It's different than the Surface, so I got to get used to that. So this vlog is kind of like my precursor to getting used to that. So if the quality's not what you expect it to be, my apologies. It'll be better than, you know, my iPhone videos. So, and I gotta figure out the lighting in the basement. It's a little dark right here in my setup, and I gotta get a bigger desk, new desk, so I, you know, dual triple monitor thing, couple computers laying around. And so I'm also going to be talking about today in another video is the MGK Eminem. It's like the hottest topic in music right now, which I'll touch on it, I'll go over it. Joe Budden had some things to say today, which I'll get into that as well. And also I plan on talking about some guys that I think, if you don't know who they are or have not heard of them, you will need to check them out, because it's better to be a fan than being a bandwagon jumper. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look out for that. Look out for those videos. Look out for everything else that's coming up in the channel. Put comments below for who you want album reviews done from. There's been a couple already for Oddball, Influenza, Silas Rage, Purification, Oddball, The Wave Lord. I plan on doing Big Gov, Betrayal. And then I'm also hoping to get some other cats in the basement. You know, like your Silas Rages, your Oddballs, Pizzazz Simpsons, Valid, who I really need to find out about his Beard Balm sponsorship and see if, you know, he wants to go to the Refined 8. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. And so yeah, so to be completely honest, not to make this really long-winded, but me and my family made a conscious decision for me to accept the next step, the next chapter in my 9-to-5 job, even though it's not really a 9-to-5, it's mostly like 7-10, 7-12s. But to be home more, to be able to do these for you guys is cool to me, and to also watch my kids grow up is super cool to me. I missed it kind of, you know, I got a couple teenagers, and like I said earlier, I've been gone for like 12 years on the road in different auto plants, which is fine. I made that decision. That was my decision. You know, I'm not blaming anybody I've ever worked with, anybody I've ever worked for, any companies like that. It was a conscious decision on my part. But, you know, with all the personal things that have happened to me this year, it is time for me. It enabled me to sit back and really deep dive into me and find out what I want, what I'm missing, what I need, and what my family needs. And so that's what, you know, this video is about. It's about me moving on to the next step, next chapter in my life. And I just hope you guys support it. And I'd like to tell my brother, get better. I'm not going to say your name because I know you hate it, but I know you spent a couple days in the hospital. You get better. And if you need anything, you know, don't hesitate to call me, because now I'm home. I'm right down the street. So give me a call, guys. Put in the comments what albums you would like me to review, what topics you'd like me to discuss, and any other questions you might have about my next steps or what I've been doing, where I've been at. I'm okay. Everything's okay, and I will get to the comments as soon as I can. And thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for being so supportive. Thank you to all the people from my previous company who called me. Thank you to all my friends who saw the interview from other companies, and just other people that I know who reached out and said, you know, asked me if I was okay and everything. Everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm happy. Currently, I feel happy, which I haven't been able to say that in a long time. So, yeah, so I just want to thank everybody for that. Stay humble, stay happy, be nice, be positive like I'm trying to do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.